And we have our 2 work disks. I'm going to assume it's not abnormal like Top Gun, and I just load it the normal way. Yeah, it comes with this big, fat user's guide. This thing is... not sure how many pages this are, because the pages are numbered like 2-20, 5-14, and such. But yeah, we have an OS for the Commodore 64. A graphical one. This version is not... oh, actually I forgot to do something important. Or it's going to run real bad. Shift F2. Let's go and turn on our RAM expansion... oh, that's weird. RAM expansion unit is enabled. I thought I disabled that for Top Gun, because some games it don't like working with a RAM expansion unit, but I guess I must not have successfully disabled it before. Oh well. Guess we get to see it load again. I had in my notes, turn on the RU, but I guess I forgot to do that. This thing also came with Quantum Link software on the back, which is sort of like a BBS system made for Commodores. So that was kind of neat. Never got to use it. We never used our... I don't think we had a C64 modem, but we never used it. This is Geos 1.2. Even says so on the manual. I think it's the version after this that got mouse support. I don't have a Commodore mouse anyway, so that doesn't matter. But so yeah, I'm driving the pointer with the joystick. Now let's see if I can remember how. So we have our trash can, so we can delete files with that. Have our printer, so we can print things out of here. Let's mount a work disk. Geos uses a different joystick than my cartridge does here. And tell it to look at the disk. And here we are. We have a... this is actually... I didn't make this work disk new. This is the one of the old work disks from my Commodore 64. So it has like the printer driver for the printer that we had on here. And our desktop software, which is what we're looking at, has GeoWrite, which is a word processor. Has GeoPaint, which is a little painting app. Let's see what's in... this file manager is mostly to like delete files and copy them. Up here we have photo manager, text manager. Oh, we can view by icon size, type, date, and name. Disk, open, close, rename, copy, add drive, validate. Yeah, you can... Geos works with multiple drives, but I only have one drive set up right now. Special, basic, reset, and QLink. Trying to remember how to actually open a file. I think this just tells it to reload the disk. I had figured this out a couple weeks ago when I was looking at this. Okay, I guess just double-clicking on GeoPaint works. Well, let's open... there is a document on here, so let's open that and look at it. Oh, I guess I have a couple documents on here. It's open world, whatever that is. Well, it's very blue. There's my mouse cursor. My mouse cursor is blue. That's actually customizable. There's a fair amount of things you can... there's a few things you can customize in here. You can actually edit the mouse cursor bitmap as well as change its color. So you can customize your mouse cursor. It's having to load. I guess this world thing is just a blue rectangle. It's having to load off the disk while I'm like editing this too. We have our little spray tool. You can use different color. But if our colors get too close together, they bleed into each other because Commodore is still limited in its ability to display colors to, having a very limited number of colors per 8x8 pixel cell. We got our solid rectangles. Got a circle or oval or whatever, text, different things. Kind of all your basic things that you'd expect. We also have these patterns that I'd forgotten about. I think that's basically the fill used. You can have a fill pattern like that, which is kind of neat. You do it with a solid circle too. So, these old 8-bit computers could do some more than some kind of Windows-like. I'm just gonna quit. Windows-like stuff. With the hardware in them, you could even set up a preemptive multitasking environment. Though you couldn't do it in a safe way. Since there's no hardware support for like real mode versus virtual mode, like on the later, like on the 286 and later or 386 and later that added that, so you wouldn't be able to protect your operating system from your applications. Floppy drive's going all back and forth and back and forth. Pretty sure I did make some documents with this at some point, but not on this work disk apparently. Or at least not invisible. Wee stream. Or stream. Hello, stream. Strem. E-A-M. I'm definitely not used to this keyboard, like actually typing with this keyboard anymore. I was curious if I could use any of the graphical characters, but it looks like not. What about colors? Doesn't look like you can use the keyboard color codes. You have to do it through the UI. But we have some different font styles. Outline. We have a few fonts here. Some size options that I had to load. Though it's still an outline style. Dwinell. Oh. Fancy font. So yeah, just there's various amounts of productivity software like this created for Geos. I've seen mention that there's like 2 German games that were made for it and no other games. But it's mostly stuff like spreadsheets and word processor and some like PowerPoint-ish kind of presentation software and things like that. Still think it's kind of neat that it exists at all on the Commodore, though. I haven't seen any of the development tools for actually writing software for this. I believe you can get the it's not exactly public domain, but the current rights holders for Geos do offer the a download of the latest version, which is like 2.5 for free, which has color desktop and mouse support and things for Commodore 64 and Commodore 128, and probably some other improvements. But yeah, this is just what I have on my own discs from the olden days. So and we can go back to basic. I'm not sure if that did a complete reset and actually purged Geos from memory, so I'm going to do an actual reset.